for your rights. When you hear the bell, stand up for justice. Hear the freedom bell. Remember Buster Man, say he served you well.
Show our labor rights.
Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Show our labor rights. Show up. Show our labor rights.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Buster Man.
Show our labor rights.
Serve you well. Stand
Show up.
up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Show our labor rights.
Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell.
Show our labor rights.
Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Buster Man, say he
Serve you well. Stand up, Jamaica.
when you hear the bell.
Show our labor rights.
Stand up, sons and daughters.
Stand up, sons and daughters.
The only hope is in the
The only hope is in the
bell.
bell.
God will guide our
Progress.
and make our
Nation
nation
strong.
stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice.
Hear the freedom bell.
Remember Buster Man.
Show our labor rights.
Serve you well.
Show her.
Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Show our labor rights.
Stand up, Jamaicans, when
Okay, I want to talk to my people. I want to talk to my people now. My people. Okay, I want to talk to my people. You know what I mean? I just came in. I'm driving and I'm thinking about everything that. Listen. This is how I function. I don't write anything down. I don't, I just driving and things coming into my head, and then I just said, okay, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna just let it flow, right? If I'm doing a show, if I were to do a show, let's say I was doing a show on the radio, things just flow. Honestly, that's just the way I do it. Things just flow. I don't, things just flow. I just let it flow. Okay, listen, it's Saturday night. I just want to relax home and chill. No work tomorrow, nothing, no work today, no work tomorrow, but I was on the road. Okay, listen, let's dive right into this thing, right? Listen. Yes. I was listening on a video on Nationwide with Dennis Strong. Dennis Strong is a financial analyst, I think. It's been in the news, been in the public sphere for quite some time now. Quite some time. Dennis Strong, right? He tends to be pro JLP. Tends to, be sympathetic to the JLP, right? Now, as I said, I don't, when I come on the air, I don't plan anything. It just flows. I don't write anything down. I don't, look at any script. I just let it flow. I may have a one or two point I want to talk about, and I will dig it up and just play the excerpts. But I don't pre-plan nothing. It just flow. All right? Okay. Now, Dennis Strong is a financial analyst. He's in the new. He's been around for quite some time now, right? And I was listening to him on Nationwide, speaking nothing but the unadulterated truth, right? But I have a problem with him. So let me get the clip and play it. He was talking to, I think it was Cliff Hughes he was talking to on Nationwide, right? So
what's in my mind? The past few weeks have seen
this is Dennis Strong talking.
Some of the challenges we face with regards to our road infrastructure, crime, and other issues such as public transport and energy. In fact, we saw where the Prime Minister at the JLP annual conference spoke to initiatives in these areas to improve the lives of Jamaicans. These initiatives, of course, are welcome, although many may feel that he has not gone far enough to address the challenges that Jamaicans face in everyday living. And while this may be true, when you look at, for example, the small impact that the GCT reduction has on someone's light bill, this is really the wrong way to see it. The fact is that there is no measure that anyone can introduce today while being fiscally responsible that will have any immediate significant impact on the lives of any Jamaican.
You heard what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Let me
in order to have one would have to have the fact is that there is no measure that anyone can introduce today while being fiscally responsible that will have any immediate significant impact on the lives of any Jamaican. In order to have an immediate significant impact, one would have to have the mindset of investing in a Ponzi scheme. That is something that...
Have you heard what the guy said? Ponzi scheme. I don't know if this is what the PNP wants. I don't know. But did you hear what he just said? Let me replay it again.
Has on someone's light bill, this is really the wrong way to see it. The fact is that there is no measure that anyone can introduce today while being fiscally responsible that will have any immediate significant impact on the lives of any Jamaican. In order to have an immediate significant impact, one would have to have the mindset of investing in a Ponzi scheme. That is something that may give an immediate significant return, but comes with a lot of risk and devastation.
In order to have an immediate impact, one would have to have the mindset of investing in a Ponzi scheme. You know what Ponzi scheme is, right? We know what Ponzi scheme is, right? We know what Ponzi scheme is. It's something that is unsustainable. It's a scamming. It's a fraud. That's what it is. Right? That's what it is. In order to have an immediate impact, one would have to have the mindset of investing in a Ponzi scheme. Let me replay it again, sir, because I want it to select. Okay.
Have any immediate significance is really the wrong way to see it. The fact is that there is no measure that anyone can introduce today while being fiscally responsible that will have any immediate significant impact on the lives of any Jamaican. In order to have an immediate significant impact, one would have to have the mindset of investing in a Ponzi scheme. That is something that may give an immediate significant return, but comes with a lot of risk and devastation later. As an example, if the
You hear what he just said? You see, the thing when I listen to the PNP, to the white man, I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm sorry. When I listen to the white British opposition leader, Mark Golding, I get the feeling, and it's funny. It's not just Mark Golding. I'm coming to the Gleaner later on because I have a beef with them. I'm coming to the media later on. It's not just Mark Golding. I listen to political commentators on TV and in the media in Jamaica. I listen to economists like this voodoo economist, Dr. Damien King. This voodoo economist, Dr. Damien King. I listen to him all the time, and you get the feeling that they want immediate remedy for people who are undergoing a hardship. They want the government to have the mindset, and the people to have the mindset to invest in Ponzi scheme. Right? That's the impression I get from listening to people in the media and the white British opposition leader, Mark Golding.
Fiscally responsible that will have any immediate significant impact on the lives of any Jamaican. In order to have an immediate significant impact, one would have to have the mindset of investing in a Ponzi scheme. That is something that may give an immediate significant return, but comes with a lot of risks and devastation later. As an example, if the government were to announce full rollback of the GCT on the light bill, then it would mean an irresponsible approach to fiscal management, which would probably cause other issues for taxpayers. And also the truth is that it would not have a significant positive impact on any individual. I recall the 1990s when increases above inflation and productivity were being given to the public sector each year. And guess what the result was? We, the taxpayers, ended up paying for it with a new tax package each year, even while the fiscal accounts were heading to...
Okay, let's stop right there. What he's saying, right, is that the government announced 53% reduction in GCT. Right? I mean, before I said that, as I said, in order to have an immediate effect, one would have to have the mindset of investing in a Ponzi scheme. Right? And I think that's what the PNP wants. Right? And Ponzi scheme is a fraud and scamming and is unsustainable. That's what Ponzi scheme is. But anyway, the government introduced a reduction, 53% reduction in GCT. PNP criticized it. People in the media criticize it. Voodoo economist Dr. Damien King criticized it, saying it will not have an impact. What Dennis Strong is saying, even if you have a full reduction, let's say you eliminate the GCT on electricity, right? It will have a devastating effect on the economy in terms of revenue, right? But he said that in the 1990s, even when we never had it, right? In order to sustain some losses of the JPS and so on and so forth, the government introduced massive taxation. Dr. Phillips imposed over $600 billion of taxes on the Jamaican people. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the JLP introduced zero taxes, new taxes in 8 years on the Jamaican people. Zero. Let me repeat. Zero taxation on the Jamaican people in 8 years. Not one new tax was imposed upon the Jamaican people. Zero. Right? Zero. Is that what voodoo economist Dr. Damien Chang wants? Dr. Damien King wants? Is that what the white British opposition leader Mark Golding wants? Is that what these D-grade political analysts on the radio and on television in Jamaica want? Is that what the Gleaner, the fake news media in Jamaica want? Is that what they want? More taxes on the backs of the Jamaican people? Is that what they want, my friends? Let me know. Let's play it.
To higher and higher fiscal deficits. Eventually, the economy almost fell off a cliff in 2013 and had to be brought back from the brink of financial disaster. The same argument can be applied to crime, which Jamaicans have become so beaten up by the high levels of crime that we have been seeing worsening each year since the dreaded 1980 election period, that we are unable to see if there are any improvements. I speak, for example, to the statistics that murders are down by 13% in 2023, and so far down by 17% in 2024, which many persons cannot believe because violent crimes continue, especially the impact it has on us as parents in our school.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there because it's a long tape, right? He has a lot to say, but I wanted to get the first part because the first part was very, very important to me, right? He's on crime, and yes, crime is as reduced by 70-80%, but hey, there's still a lot of crime out there. There is still a lot of crime out there, right? So even if it dent 17-18%, it still is like you're not feeling it, right? I understand we have a long way to go. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is that Dennis Strong is not loud enough. The problem I have with Dennis Strong is that he seems sympathetic towards the JLP, but he's not loud enough. He's being drowned out by the pro-PNP analysts, the Ralston Ironman, the Dr. Damien Kings, the people in the civil society, you know, the media, the Gleaner. He's being drowned out by these people. So Dr. Damien King is not loud enough. It's like he's talking and he's hiding. He's talking, but he's hiding when he's talking. I need not Dr. Damien King. I'm talking Dennis Strong. Dennis Strong is not loud enough. He's talking, but he's as if he's hiding when he's talking. I need Dennis Strong to be louder than he is. Louder than he is right now. People need to see him on the airwaves, hear him on the airwaves, see him on television, talking up what he's saying on Nationwide. Right? The problem I have with the pro-JLP commentators and analysts, they are not loud enough. The pro-PNP ones are louder. You open the Gleaner, every day you see them. Observer. On the radio, on television, they're all over. So we need political analysts and commentators who are pro-JLP to be louder, be more everywhere, right? So we can spread the good news of this government, right? That's what we need, my friends. That's what we need. So Dennis Strong, you need to be louder, sir, right? You're talking, but you're hiding, right? Okay, that's point number one. Point number two, right? Where's my phone? I have another phone. Where's the other phone? Come on, boy. Where is it? Oh, here. Okay. Point number 2 is this. Recently, the Prime Minister brought a case regarding his statutory filings. He brought the ICC, the Integrity Commission to court, right? Bear with me. He brought it to court. The court ruled recently, right? And if you noticed, 3 networks. I'm not going to the television. I'm going to the 3 major. I'm going to the Gleaner, the Observer, and I'm going to Nationwide, right? Bear with me, okay? Let me bring up what. Let me start with the Gleaner first. Let me start with the Gleaner first. Let me get the Gleaner, what the Gleaner says. And you tell me now. You tell me. This is the Gleaner. The Gleaner's headline, right, is Court refuses to compel IC to approve Prime Minister's financials. Right? He says the Prime Minister Andrew Holness has lost. Hold on. Let me read this thing. Let me read this thing for you carefully. Let me go on Instagram and get it for you and read it. Right? And you tell me now, what agenda does the Gleaner have? Let me see it. Okay, I have it right here. It says, Court refuses to compel IC to approve Prime Minister's financials. It says, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has lost his bid to force the Integrity Commission to certify his 2022 and 23 statutory declarations, but has been given the go-ahead to seek the court's authority in getting the IC's investigative report and special report invalidated. Bear with me, my friends. Bear with me. That's the Gleaner's reporting. That's the Gleaner's caption, headline, right? Let's go to the Observer, Jamaica Observer. You will see where I'm going, right? The Observer. The Observer says, round 1 to Holness. Court grants Prime Minister's application for judicial review of IC report. He says round 1 goes to Holness. It says a court grants the Prime Minister's application for judicial review of IC report. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness took the first round in his battle with the Integrity Commission on Friday when the Supreme Court granted his application to leave to apply for judicial review of the Commission's report on the statutory declarations. That's the Observer. Right? Let's go to Nationwide. Nationwide says Holness scores major victory in first step of legal battle against Integrity Commission. The Supreme Court has agreed with Prime Minister Andrew Holness that an argument can be made that the Integrity Commission's decision to refer his 2021 statutory declarations to the Financial Investigation Division was illegal. It was a key point on which the government granted Holness leave to challenge the Commission's explosive report into his financial affairs. The high-stakes legal showdown, whatever. Right? So, Nationwide says Holness scores major victory in first step of legal battle against Integrity Commission. Right? Observer says Prime Minister takes first round. You know what the Gleaner says? hold on. You know what the Gleaner says? The Gleaner says, this is the Gleaner's headline. Court refuses to compel IC to approve Prime Minister's financials. But then, way down in the bottom, it says the Prime Minister won his battle. Basically, that's what he's saying. Way down it is saying that the Prime Minister, but the court given the go-ahead to seek the court's authority in getting the IC's investigative report deemed illegal. Why did the Gleaner do that? The Observer says Prime Minister takes first round. Right? The Nationwide says the Prime Minister, Nationwide says Holness scores major victory. Observer says Prime Minister took first round. Nationwide says Prime Minister scores major victory. But the Gleaner says court refuses to compel the ICC. I get it now. The Observer says Prime Minister takes first round. Nationwide says Prime Minister scores major victory. The Gleaner says the court refuses. So, the Gleaner's mission, I'm trying to make the point, my friend. The Gleaner's mission is to bring Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the JLP down. That's their only mission. They have no other mission but that. Their mission is not to report the news and to be objective and fair. Their mission is to bring Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the JLP down. There's nothing more, nothing less. That's the Gleaner's mission. The reprobates at 7 North Street in Kingston. The 16th Garrison of Jamaica, the Gleaner. Their mission is to bring Prime Minister Andrew Holness down and the JLP government. So their headline was going to be negative. Right? Now I can understand if the Observer and Nationwide and everybody else headline was negative. But no. But the Gleaner. The Gleaner. Right? Observer says Andrew only score 1 first round. Nationwide said he scores big. But the Gleaner says the court refuses to compel IC. Because that is what the Gleaner's mission and job is to be negative on the JLP and the Prime Minister because they hate him. The Gleaner hates Dr. Andrew Holness. They want to see him go. They want to destroy him. So any little chance they get to have a negative headline on him, they're going to do it. Listen, I read between the lines, my friend. I dabble in journalism, so I know what's going on. Right? Why couldn't the Gleaner do like what Nationwide and the Observer did? Let me, out of curiosity, let me go here. Out of curiosity. Let me see what GVJ. Let me see what TVJ says Prime Minister Andrew Holness has been granted leave to seek judicial review in his battle with the Integrity Commission. Even TVJ is being a little bit fair. See what RJR says. Okay. Okay. But you see where I'm going, my friend. The Gleaner's mission is to destroy Andrew Holness, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, and the JLP. Their job is not to report the news and be fair. Their job is to be a propaganda arm of the British People's National Party. So when I'm gonna go on Mark Golding now. When you hear people talking about all these analysts and before I go there, let me piggyback to what Dr. Dennis Strong was saying. The government of Jamaica is doing great. And what Dennis Strong was saying was that we have to stay the course. Be fiscal discipline and stick to the macroeconomic principles that the JLP government is embarking on. Right? But as Dennis Strong says, a quick fix of people in Jamaica who are going through hardship is to have the mindset of a Ponzi scheme. Right? Now, we know what Ponzi scheme is, right? Now, I don't know how to say it, but I'm going to say it the best way and the respectful way I can. Right? Government can do so much, but so much. Government can do so much, but so much. As for me, I'm a conservative. I'm a capitalist. I believe in the free enterprise system. I despise communism. I despise socialism. Right? They deserve to be in the garbage. Right? I believe in small government, lower taxes, and people keep more money in their pockets. Right? Now, there's so much government can do to help people. Right? Now, I don't know what policies the PNP have that they think they can help a man who doesn't want to work. I don't know what policy they have for that. Or a woman. I don't know what policy they have to help somebody who doesn't have a skill. Meaning the person is unemployable. That's what it means. Unemployable. They can't do nothing. Like they just can't do anything. They're not a plumber, they're not an electrician, they're not a carpenter, they're not a mason, they're not a, whatever. How do you help those people? I mean, what do you do? They're everywhere. They're in America, they're in Canada, they're in England, they're everywhere. Right? I mean, what do you do? And how do you help the people who just don't want to work? Right? I mean, what kind of policies can you put in place for these kind of people? Give government money away? I'm the kind of person believe that Listen, there are people out there who cannot help themselves. Fine, we need to help them. Fine. I'm all for that. But I believe you help a man to fish. You teach a man to fish. You teach him. I don't believe you just give somebody money, and when you give them the money, you're making them dependent on you. In other words, you're not helping them. You're making their situation worse. Right? So, I'm trying to think, if you have an economy where it's producing, we have economic growth, development, so on and so forth, right? I mean, the people them, if you don't have any education, you don't have any skills, and so on and so forth, it's going to leave you. You're not gonna be a part of that economic transformation. You're just not going to be a part of it. I'm sorry, but you're not going to be a part of it. It's going to leave you because you're just not equipped to benefit from that economic transformation and achievement that's taking place. And it happens here in America. I see it all the time. I see it. Government can help these people. What is the government going to do? Give them a check every month, every week? I don't know. You tell me. What do you do with this kind of people? And they're in Jamaica too. Right? And you can give them a first-class economy. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. I just don't know if it's going to make a difference. Right? I mean, I was grown to value work. That's me. Right? Went to high school, get some education, blah blah blah. But I was learned to value work, and work is something. It's a part of me. It's a part of me. So if it's not a part of you, I don't know how you're gonna catch on to. So that said, I value all kind. I value every work, whether you're a carpenter, mechanic, cleaning lady, cleaning man, mailman, sweep the street. Work is work, man. It's work. It's fine. You do honest work. It's fine. You are putting food on your table for yourself and your family. Fine. But when you can't do nothing, I mean, what do we do? What do we do with people like that? I mean, how? And then another problem I have is that people who don't have any education, they want to get top-notch pay. They want to get, but I'm not earning enough. Yeah, but hey, bro, you don't have much of a skill or, don't know how to put it, but I don't know how to put it, man. But I'm just trying to say that if you're not employable, economic transformation is going to leave you. If you're willing to train and do something, that's where the government can help. Right? As I said, if you're willing to go back and learn a skill and learn something, yeah, the government can help there. I'm fine. Perfectly okay with that, because the government helping there, it will help the person and it will make the economy and the country better. Fine. I'm all for that. But if you're not willing to do nothing, how can, the government be of help to these kind of people. That's why heart trust in Jamaica is so important. Heart trust in Jamaica is very, very important. A lot of people benefit from heart trust. Believe you me. I would advise a lot of these people to go enroll in heart trust. Learn to do something, man. Learn to do something, man. Anything. Right? To make your life better. So you don't have to depend on people and on the government. Right? So, that's one aspect of it. And I'm back to Mark Golding now. Listen, bro. I hear people talk all the time. When I hear these pro-African people beat their chests, I'm a black nationalist. Black this, black that, black that, black that. And these are the same people supporting white Mark Golding. I mean, these people are the same people where the Gleaner was touting against apartheid in South Africa. I mean, condemning apartheid in South Africa.
Yeah, show it, man.
Hold on.
Yeah, show it, boy, son.
Hold on, I talk to you. I'm online. They were touting. I talk to you. Right? They were touting against apartheid in South Africa. Right? And they were touting against all of these people. All of them. These are the same people supporting white Mark Golding. The same people supporting the white man Mark Golding. All of them. All of them. I've seen them in the media. Dr. Semaj. That voodoo doctor from the University of the West Indies. All of them. All of them. Dr. Carolee Cooper, all of them. Beating their chest. I'm against apartheid. No white man should run. They're all supporting white Mark Golding. Against one of their own. Black Dr. Andrew Holness. And just so you know, Mark Golding, we had to force Mark Golding to renounce his British citizenship. We had to force him. When they asked him, he said, I gotta think about it. My God, you love Jamaica, but you have to think about giving up your British citizenship? Really? My God, man. Bro, it's Saturday night. I'm going to just relax right now, enjoy myself. Listen, have yourself a great weekend, and we will talk. Shower.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Muslim man, take me serve you well. Stand up Jamaicans when you hear the bell.
Shower labor rights. Shower. Shower labor rights. Shower.
Stand up for your rights when you hear
Show our labor rights.
Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. Stand up, sons and daughters, your only hope is in the bell. God will guide our progress and make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell.
Show our labor rights.
Must command he serve you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear.
Show our labor rights.